All right, everybody, welcome back to Legacy Blueprint. Now I've got a distinguished guest, Miss, is it Yasmina?
Yes, you
Okay,
got
I
it.
did it. I did it right. Yes. Well, that's an auto zoom all of a sudden. That's so funny how that works. I've whoa. Anyway, I get squirrel moments real easy. Today, I just wanted to record this video real quick for about 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna just go ahead and break down the three things that I do to be able to get rid of overwhelm. So if you're feeling
Nice.
overwhelmed, yeah. So if you're feeling overwhelmed because there's too many tasks to do, you have so many things to launch in your business that require weeks, months, quarterly planning, this video is for you. So here's how we do it. I do three things that have lifted my brain bandwidth so much. It's kind of like Steve Jobs, who is like, I always wear the same black and shirt and blue jeans, so I don't have to think about things so much. That's just what I wear every day. So this is what I do every day. I do this every day, and it helps me so much. I no longer feel overwhelmed. Like I actually feel excited, to execute these things because
And
I
that's
know.
that's such a fine line. Have you ever thought about it? Overwhelm or even fear sometimes and excitement. It's very fine line.
They're like two sides of the same coin,
Yep.
basically. Yeah,
Yep.
because you could be really anxious about something, you go to execute, and then you're excited in a good way. It's just
Yep.
can turn
Totally.
like that. Yeah. So, and this is really mastermind stuff here, so you're all benefiting, and Yasmin is in the mastermind with me. So, woo woo. So
Woo!
anyway, yeah, she's next level. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen. So let me tell you what three things I do, and then dive. We'll do a short dive into each one of them so it makes sense. Okay. Number one, you got to have a to do list, and I'll explain how to do the to do list effectively. So number one, you got to have a to do list. I just do it in Google because it's free and it's really super user friendly. Number one. Okay. Number two, you have to use a calendar where you can block out your time. If you're not blocking your time, you're aimlessly going to never get anything done. I guarantee it. Let me see the structure here. I've color coordinated all this. Well, I'll go into how I do my calendar in a second. I don't want to get sidetracked. And then the third thing I do is my actual. I keep things real simple. I do everything in Google. So I have a strategic plan that I have actually done in the Google Doc, um, which is what we learned from Michelle with her worksheet that we downloaded. So what I did was I took all the items off that worksheet and I put them into this Google Doc so I can manipulate it and add to it and put my own, personalize it for me. Okay. So, and this is the whole year is planned out in this Google Doc. Okay. And this is broken down by quarter, by
Oh,
half the
nice.
year. Yeah.
Hmm.
By monthly, quarterly, and then it's half a year, 1 year. That's what this document is. And Bobby, so upfront with you, I would start right here. I would start on this document here and it's going to take you weeks to do it. If you do it right, it will take you weeks to do it. You put all the effort in up front on this document, then you can go to your calendar and your to-do list. It'll be so much easier to populate those. And then you'll be, by the time, if you do it in that order, by the time you get to your to do list, you will have everything nailed by the day, what you're going to do.
So you're
So you'll be,
basically reverse engineering it, right?
yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So, and for anyone who's in this training right now, congratulations. I will be gifting you this, this strategic plan 2026 that I got from Michelle. I'm going to be giving it to you with my own little pizzazz that I put into it because there's a few things I added that are kind of fun that I think you really like. But this lays it all out, and this is the number one thing to do, being the new year. Start with this document, and let me just touch real quick on this document. The reason what I changed in this document is what I didn't change, but I added to was that I take each thing by quarterly, monthly, and I'm going to break it down to weekly even on this. I haven't done it yet because I'm still filling it out. It takes forever to do this. But I'm actually adding in my value ladder and my affiliate ladder. Okay. So I'm doing both of those in this one document. So I know exactly mentally, okay, this is where my main money comes from. But on the same time, I can schedule this quarter, this week, that week for my affiliate ladder so that they can both grow at a
Together.
good pace. You can pace that for both of them to grow. Because if you don't plan your affiliate ladder, most people are going to neglect their affiliate ladder because it's not where all the big money is. So what I realized is that it could be where the money is because Michelle keeps talking about that. She's like, she making like a hundred grand per month on an affiliate that she doesn't even promote. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
want that. I want
Yeah.
that.
She
I
had the
want that.
accountant. She had the accountant tell her, what is this? And then they dig and they're like, oh, that's an affiliate income. She wasn't even paying attention to it.
Yeah,
That's a sweet place to be at. Yeah.
right. Why neglect that now though? You could get there so much
Yeah.
sooner if you plan it out and you can do it in the same year. I'll teach you how to do it. This is how you do it. This is how you get rid of all the overwhelm. And then it just
Exactly.
becomes to, okay, today I'm doing this, today I'm doing that, today I'm doing it. There's so much front load planning though. So much front load planning. It's going to take probably a month to do this right. But the months 11 through, month 2 through 12, you're going to kill it. You're going to kill it. And you will never feel overwhelmed for the whole year.
Sounds like a good plan.
So yeah, I'm excited to share more videos like this.
You know
So
how
let
they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds
we
like a
got
good
to
bumper.
have stuff
You know what? That sounds
organized.
like a good bumper sticker, Yasmina. I mean, you should copyright that, put that in your affiliate ladder.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
only
it's
somebody in the only someone in the mastermind would appreciate that.
yeah, it's just interesting how wide you can go with this, you
Yeah.
know? It's like you don't think this expansive, and then the more you get in and the more you learn, it's just like
And I'm glad you talked about that because there's a key concept that I need to talk about, and that is analysis paralysis. So if you are planning this out, and you have to literally set. It'd be good if you had one of those time sand things, okay, and you have to turn it over,
sand clock.
and yeah, because what you have to do is you got to set a time and a goal. Like for me to finish the year, like the year concept, it took me like a day or two. I was like, I'm not spending more than 2 days on a year what I'm going to do this year because people will do that. People will go 2 weeks, 3 weeks
Oh, yeah.
on just the year. They haven't even got to the day yet. They won't get to the day before by the time they get to the day, the year will be over, because they're just thinking too much. So it took
Yeah.
me 2 days to really pray and think about, okay, this is how I'm going to do, this is how I'm meant to do this year. And then the quarterly was very big. Like I had to be like, okay, I'm going to get lost here. I'm going to do a half a day on quarterly. And that's it. I'm not going to overthink this. And that's the key. It's like, because the thing about the quarterly planning and with any of this planning, especially as you go deeper and to like the more frequent you're planning, it's going to move. It's going to move a lot. You're going to have to adjust. So why spend 2 weeks on daily planning? It doesn't make any sense. But you should spend a half day doing your quarterly, okay? And just get it. And here's another key thing that I learned: don't get too specific on the quarterly. You gotta be not vague, but
Flexible. Yeah.
you don't want to be too vague. Like I want to build a digital business. Okay, that does nothing for you. That how is that a quarterly plan? But if you're like, I'm gonna grow social media on TikTok and I'm gonna do repurpose.io, that's a quarter. That'll take you the whole quarter to do that, to do it really good, master it. And you may
And
have
how
to
much
spend
and by when, right?
exactly. And you get to the end of that quarter, you may need to spend another 30 days, another 60 days on it to really master it. And then your whole plan will change. So why go into too much detail and then you just keep pushing things back? That's a waste of time. So, but you need to know where you're going and on like kind of a not a high level, but kind of a medium level because it'll help you when you're executing. Because if you're into the day 91 and you know you should be on the second quarter, but you're still on week one, you got to change the way you're executing. You got to get caught up, you know?
Houston,
So,
we have a problem.
exactly. Yeah. So let me just go share my screen here real quick. So the strategic plan for the year, I've already kind of gone over this, but let me just zoom in a bit. And here again, I do the same thing. Like I'm just brainstorming here. Oh yeah, affiliate ladder, put it in there. Because the sooner you put it in a document somewhere, your overwhelm goes away. You just have to type it. You can organize it later. And I haven't even organized this yet. I still have notes on, oh yeah, I want to do all these affiliates. And the affiliates are actually one of the easiest things. You're like, what am I using? What do I need to use? Those are all my
Exactly. Yeah.
affiliates. Done. Don't overthink this. That's not easy for affiliates. Okay. And then, so I'm all about growing my community. I decided that that's my main priority. Michelle kind of agreed that the community is where I'm going to make the big money. And that if you ask me what my flagship product is, it's my community, you know, so that's where the money is for me. And I know I'm in legacy as well. And I have, you know, AIM, which is anti-influencer method. And I also have selling with confidence. So I've got some things in tool belt, you know, but to me, those are all secondary because my main thing is growing the community, which is why I do so much effort with the meet and greets and stuff like that and all this. And I want this community to be like love fest, you know? So anyway, I think we're doing well with that.
Yes.
Thank you for confirming that. I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
like to do
Yeah. I
something.
was noticing that. I love it. Yes.
Thank you. I gotta make sure I take the temperature with people other than me. That's important. Okay, so let me stay focused on this. I'm just gonna take 3 minutes. You know, tell me when I go past 3 minutes. I need to make sure I move on. So,
Okay. I'll set the timer on.
oh, all right, here we go. Timer. Thank you. You're so helpful. All right, so I do goal number one because this is how Michelle teaches it. This is straight from her worksheet. So you've got like I think she did like 5 goals. You know, so yeah, I'm just looking at what I did. Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't even got to my second goal. Looks like that's awesome. But anyway, oh yeah, I did. I got two there. Okay, so I got goal one, community growth for the whole year of 2026. Okay. So this is my 1 2 days thinking kind of deal. So this is all I did for quarter one. This is my goal for January, February, March, where we're in right now, 2026. I need to grow to 50, which I've already done. We're at 64. And then add 10 members per month that are paid. We're not there yet. We have 0 that are paid right now. So that's a big quarter one goal. By March, I want to have 10 people pay me $97 a month. And the growth contest that I did is going to produce those. It's well, okay. I got to stay tracked. I can stay on track here. And then I also wanted to hopefully get to 1,000 followers in TikTok and also in YouTube. I'm at like 400 almost, 350 or something like that, 375 on YouTube. So my birthday, I want to do that by March 30th. So that's my birthday. But anyway, so
Where
that's
are
my
you on
goal.
TikTok? Did you reach your goal on TikTok?
No, I'm about the same on both actually. I'm about 300 on TikTok currently and 300 on YouTube. So I got 700 more to grow on both of those in 90 days. So that's why I'm having Daryl Hannah speak about TikTok. Okay. He's going to be speaking on January 30th and January 31st. So I just booked him last night, actually. So yeah, so that's that. And then and he mentored me on it, and I'm doing what he said to do, and it's working. It's working really
Sweet.
quickly. Yeah. So anyway, quarter two, I just upped the numbers. So by the end of April, by April 1st, I should be at 150 people starting the quarter, and then ending the quarter on July 31st. I need to double that. You know, I want to be at 300 people in the community by July 31st.
Okay.
I just saying it out loud feels weird, but anyway, hit
You will. You
2,000.
will. It's
I think so.
it's doable. Yeah.
It is doable. It's
Yeah,
not like
totally.
too like it's a lot to chew on when I think about it, but it's not really not. It's very doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hit 2K, 2,000 followers. So going from 1,000 to 2,000 and
Hmm.
TikTok and YouTube. I just keep the same goal. I just upping the numbers.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So I just make it easy. I want to make this year easy because I know that there's 5 areas that need to grow my community. So I'm focusing on 2 of those areas, which is social media and the community itself. I'm
Uh-oh.
uh-oh, time up. Time up. Okay. Moving right along. So give me 10 seconds grace here. So I hit my revenue goals. I wrote those down per month. Okay.
Nice.
And then retention goals, quarterly milestones, 90-day cycle. So yeah. And the 90-day cycle is pretty cool because then I start actually putting things in on dates. Like now I've got Daryl Hannah Friday, January 30th right here. Like
Hmm.
that's a real thing there, So I actually did that. So yeah, so this is fun. The 90-day cycle is very fun. I like doing that. Super cool. Okay, and I think that's the end of the core metrics. So then I just say, hey, these are the core metrics that I'm tracking, which I'm already doing that. And then my 3 big goals, milestones. Yeah. So yeah. So then
Nice.
I just take time to answer these questions here, and that's what this is for the rest down here. And that's it. That's how far I've gotten. Okay. So that's number one. Okay, moving right along because my timer ran out. Okay. So we got phase one done of Overwhelm. Do you feel like Overwhelm is lessening for you?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's just
Awesome.
there are so many moving parts, but this just brings it in all together in a nice format.
Yeah. Now let's set the timer for 5 minutes for this. Because
5 minutes. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So let
I
me
will
go
do it.
let me go to weekly here. I want to show you this on the calendar. I just use Google Calendar because it's free and I like it. I like everything Google. I do basically everything in Google. Yeah, it goes with me. It's in a cloud. It's on my phone. It's everywhere. It's great. So this is my current week, which has lots of structure to it. You see, color coordinated, but depending on what I am focusing on. So like pink is like all my mentoring. That's the mastermind. That's the digital growth community. That's community builders. That's Hannah, who teaches me how to do brand deals, that kind of stuff. That's all pink. Okay. So you can see that's probably 20, 30% of my week. You see how great it is? You can look at it and be like, okay, look at the structure in that. Isn't that cool? Like,
Yeah.
wow. And then I can pop in the blue, which is family time in most cases, or it's a task that I need to do. Because I noticed that I wasn't scheduling family time. So I was actually, when I quit my full time job, I ended up working twice as much in building a
Yeah.
community.
You know how they say for entrepreneurs, you
Half
want
days.
to become an entrepreneur because you don't want to work for somebody else for 8 hours, but then you work for yourself for 12 or 14, right? That's
I
how
like
that
to
goes.
I like to say I finally graduated. Now I have half days. That's 12 hours or more.
So now we have to start shrinking that time, work time, right?
Yes, yes. And that's one of the first things I did. Because let me go back in time here to when I quit my job on December 2nd. Look at that. There's barely anything on my calendar. I wasn't even barely using it. All I put on here was the mastermind, okay, which was Saturday, Friday, Saturday. If you remember that, you and I joined the
Yes,
mastermind on
yes,
the same day, and
yes.
so I had a little bit here that was like mentoring. It wasn't even color coordinated yet. I was just using blue because that was default. And then I'm good. I went to then I go to the next week. Okay, there's a little bit more busyness there, right? Okay, but look, you got 2 colors. I figured out. Oh, I could do. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The yellow was later. I added that.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, where was the family on Sunday and Monday?
Well, here I wasn't putting family time in there. I added that later too. Like this chunk of time right here, it wasn't on there when
Yeah,
this week was happening. When this week
yeah.
was happening, half of this wasn't on here. But this is after the fact because I created events in the calendar and I had them repeat.
Yeah.
So that's where my structure came from. Like Michelle's always saying, structure equals freedom, right?
Yes, yes.
This is what she means right here. Time
See, and
block.
I'm like, I'm a total freedom girl. For me, I mean, I know there is no there. I have come to a point that I understand that there is no freedom without structure. But I've been resisting, man. Don't put me in that box. I don't fit in that box. I don't want to be in that box. I'll do everything. Resist, resist, resist. But you know what? Resistance is futile.
Yes, we have joined the Borg. Clearly,
Yes, that's right.
it is. It's like free will versus predestination or whatever you call it.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes,
go with predestination. It's so much better because you still have free will within predestination. You do.
yes,
That's my
yes.
personal belief. But okay, so here's that was week 2. Week
Okay.
3, this was chaos. This is week 3 is when I like, okay, I need to color coordinate things because this is getting stupid. Okay, so then I started putting everything into place. But as you can tell, and this actually looks better than it did when week 3 was actually happening because again, there were some repeated things that went back in time. I should not have done that. I shouldn't have had them go back in
Yeah.
time. I should have just had it been from that moment on so you could really see what this week looked like. But it was just like somebody took a pie and threw it up on the wall and it was just a mess. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
structure here. I
That's
have,
exactly where overwhelm comes from. That's
yep,
exactly that mess, that pie on the wall, you know?
yep. And it wasn't until week 4 when everything clicked. Now look at
Nice.
this is still kind of messy, but this is when I started going, okay, now I'm going to start putting batch content on there. Family time is on there. I started adding yellow orange because that's like my big goal was to book all these people that are behind me. So I had to like make that color stand out, like orange and yellow. Just they're like, oh, that's a yellow thing. That's really important. I have to make sure I don't reschedule that, you know. And oh, that's an orange thing. I'm talking to a speaker. Oh my goodness, yay! So that way visually I can look at the week ahead of time and be like, oh yeah, I booked Jennifer Turner. We're gonna meet on this day. If I don't make sure, if I miss that time, it's gonna mess up the whole speaker treasury. Are we at 5 minutes already?
Yes, that was 5 minutes.
My goodness, I
Time
can't do
flies.
I can't do anything in time frames. Everybody knows this in my
Hey,
community.
hey, hey, no resistance to structure. I'm sorry. That's not acceptable anymore.
All right, so 10 seconds of grace. And then you get to today, which is so much better. It may not look like it to you by looking at this, but in my mind, everything is structured out now. I have a
Yeah.
reserved time frame for like time like right now, which I
Mhm.
have on my Calendly. Like Calendly is the
Yeah.
only way to meet with me now. Unless you're a speaker, I don't do this. I don't reach out to people anymore to meet with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
They have to come to me. Like
Yeah,
I don't have time to chase people at this point. So,
totally. And I see
yeah,
you go live at 10 p.m.
yeah, I gotta confess, that's the goal. I am not currently doing it, but now it's
Okay.
January. You got to make sure you message me. I didn't see you live on TikTok.
Okay, so 10 p.m. Okay.
Central time. So yeah, because
So
I've
that's
got to go
it.
live.
Yeah.
I got to go live. That's how I'm gonna grow the TikTok. And
So
so
you haven't gone live at all?
I've gone live several times, but it's very sporadic. There's
Right.
no
Yeah, that's
structure. Yeah,
yeah.
there's no structure. So now it's like, nope, 10 o'clock, I'm 10 p.m. I'm going live. And what I really need to be going live is on people's lunch hour because that's the person I'm my perfect customer. Is like, are you
Yeah.
in a dead end job on your lunch hour trying to figure out life? Well, I can help you. Well, if I'm not going live on my lunch hour, how am I going to meet them? Right?
Yeah.
On their lunch hour, I should say, because I quit my job. I don't have a lunch hour
Are you
anymore. So
trying to reach people in the US and Canada primarily?
yeah,
Yeah, then you really should go more towards lunchtime.
like noon or 1 p.m. Central. That's kind of where
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet, but I
You
need to
have
add
to open up your,
structure into it.
make room in your schedule.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. You read my mind.
Yeah.
So that's a good challenge. So going forward, like you said, I had to open up
Put
this
it on
hour.
your to-do list. To-do list.
Good segue. Thank you. That was a long 10-second grace there. Okay, so to-do list. And this is much shorter. So we'll do 5 minutes again because
Okay,
I'm
5 minutes. Let's
a
do five
talker.
minutes.
Okay. All right. Where is my to-do list? Hold on. Wait, don't start the 5 minutes until I
Oh,
find my to-do
okay.
list. Hold on. I
Are
have
you
too
trying
many
to
tabs.
cheat out of time here?
Well, if I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Let's see here.
Well, the
Uh,
time still
Here it is. Okay,
flies.
ready? Are you ready? Start my timer. Three,
Yes.
two,
Okay.
one, go. Okay, so to-do list. Just like you said, I'm gonna park it in my brainstorm. Okay, brainstorm. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't care. I just need to get it down and get it off my mind. Which was go create time to go live on
Midday.
midday slash lunch, whatever. Okay, now it's done. It's out of my head. It's on there. I can come back later and I can put this on week 1, week 2, week 3. And so currently I'm trying to finish up this week. So I don't have time for it. So I'm going to, how high a priority is this? If you ever been like Stephen Covey, the 9 habits
Mhm.
guy, highly effective.
Yeah.
Is it super urgent and it's totally vital? Is it like urgent but not like important? Is it like not important, not urgent? Where does it fall in that area? That's
Yeah.
how you learn your to-do list. You can't do a to list if you can't designate those 3 different levels that I just gave you. Your to-do list is going to be a mess.
How
You'll
do you
fail.
mark it? How do you um, visually do you have a visual for those three differences? Oh, with the star. Okay.
All they have is stars here. They don't, as far as I know,
Nothing
there's nothing.
else. Okay.
I don't think there's any kind of color coordination. There is a deadline you can put on each of them, which is helpful.
Okay.
So like on this one, I have a deadline for tomorrow, and then
Okay.
this one's tomorrow. This one's due today, which I already did it, but I just need to post
Okay.
it. So if I really wanted to, and I had got to that, I could click on that to start it.
Okay.
So, but I know from this right now that I can only do so many tasks per day. And for me, it's like somewhere between like 5 to 10. I will not get more than 10. I'll be happy to get 10 things done in one day. That's extraordinarily productive with how many meetings I have and how much mentoring I have and how many times I go live. And there's only so much, and how much I actually have family time. By the time you put family time in there, it's like I'd be happy to get 5 things done in a day. Like seriously.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm already overbooked myself for the rest of the week. I can't do anything more. Today is Thursday. I have Friday and Saturday, Sunday, and I try not to do very much on Sundays. That's like my brain rest day. So yeah, I'm gonna take this midweek thing. I'm gonna take it out of the brainstorm, and I think you can drag this. I have not done this yet. Oh, there's a repeat option. That's cool. Okay, so I should be able. Okay, I think it's this one.
On those points, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the three things, and I'm gonna drag it into week 1 because this is pretty high priority for me to go. Again, when I'm talking about, see, I just drag and drop, so easy. This
That's
is
right.
high priority, urgent that I need to go live. That's got to
Yeah.
be on next week.
It is.
Got
Yeah.
got to be. So now I got into my list. I'm not overwhelmed anymore. Woo! The end. Did I win?
Awesome.
How much time I got?
Hey, you have 1 minute and 44 seconds left.
Yes, I actually finished ahead of schedule by one time. Wow. What questions
Awesome.
yet? Any questions?
I don't have any questions. I don't
Wow.
know. But
I must have.
your audience may have questions later on in your community.
Okay. Audience, whoever you have questions, you put them down below in the comments and reach out to me and DM me. And you can email me, but I hardly ever get emails. So, because I have too many notifications. So go to a DM in school first and then, tag me in the comments below or something in the thread. But I'm gonna close this video out. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you, Yasmina. You're the
Thank
best.
you.